It's always not over until it's over. Things concerning Raphinha are not yet over until they are over because it's a mix-up. Barcelona is back. Arsenal are preparing a third bid. Chelsea too are really there saying we are not increasing all the money we are giving you. You guys look like you want to go ahead and really do an auction on this player. That's why you are not letting Raphinha to us in there for you. Today, Deco made to the side of a side made the board of Chelsea and they discussed personal terms of Raphinha. As he was discussing personal terms with Raphinha, Barcelona comes in with a bid not beating that of Arsenal or Chelsea. It has been rejected by Leeds, and Leeds are really waiting on who is really going to get a bid that is really going to go ahead and reach where they really want in there for you. So it's an auction for Raphinha. Arsenal are preparing a third bid. Lots of stories to talk about. Lisandro Martinez being okay with negotiating with either Arsenal or Manchester United. He's okay to whoever comes in for him. That's where he is going, make it clear in there for you. And Fabrizio Romano having lots of updates. We have the likes of Jacob Paynes and very many other credible journalists onto this Raphinha deal that very many Arsenal want to get it on the line. They felt like it's over and they tried to really banter Raphinha on social media in there for you. But it is not yet over, guys. Arsenal are still having a good hope in there for you because it's all on Raphinha. A team where Raphinha wants to go does not have money. Arsenal has the money. Chelsea has the money. So where is Raphinha going in there for you? So welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Aradi, Rokan David. Aradi are my initials of my real names in there for you. Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel in there for you. It's all Arsenal in there for you. Lots of stories. Today, I've just uploaded a video of Gabriel Jesus right at what we call the Emirates. For the very first time, he has been at the Emirates to really do that interview, and he was donned into that shirt number of Arsenal, the famous shirt number 9 in there for you, and you can as well go in and watch that video if at all you missed out on it and you want to know what Gabriel Jesus was all about today at Emirates. His announcement is tomorrow. It has been confirmed. His announcement is tomorrow. Then there is a battle going on Twitter between Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspurs. Gabriel Jesus versus Richarlison. In terms of numbers, Gabriel Jesus has better numbers than Richarlison. But banter. They are bantering themselves. They are tearing themselves apart. If you don't want to miss out on anything, go straight on Twitter. Go and follow at Rokani Media Football. After following that Twitter handle, the battle is on there and they're really tearing one another in there for you. So that's it all for now. Let's get into the stories that we're really going to talk about in there for you. Very many in there for you. We start off with this youngster of Arsenal, 22 years of age. Daniel Ballard was playing at Millwall on loan last season in there for you, and he's played 31 games. But when Sunderland came into the championship, because they were in League One, they said, we need that lad. We need that lad, and it's official. Daniel Ballard has joined newly promoted championship side Sunderland on a permanent deal from Arsenal in there for you. So best of luck, Jimmy Ballard in there for you. He's a youngster. I think when you reach the age of 22 and you've not yet even broken into the squad of Arsenal, then you deserve to look for your talent elsewhere. That does not mean that the talent of this young lad is gone or has really gone out, all worn out, or no future. It's really something good for this guy in there for you because his heart was all pinned at Arsenal, but he couldn't in there do all that. However much he screamed nightmares all over, he couldn't get into the Arsenal squad because the Arsenal squad is too good in there for him. So you go get some playing time at the age of 22. You can go and be like Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire was playing for, is it Hull? Is it Sheffield? Until the age of 24, 25, when he really came in Leicester City, played very well, and guess what? He's the most expensive defender in the world. 80 million pounds paid by Manchester United to Leicester City. So you never know, in the next 2-3 years, we might be here talking about Daniel Ballard being bought close to 70 million pounds. So Daniel Ballard, go in there and do the needful in there for you. Now, at HC, at SCL Soccer has confirmed to us that Arsenal will face Ipswich Town in a behind closed doors pre-season friendly at London Conley on Saturday. That means tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, then after tomorrow, Arsenal are really having a closed door game. Therefore, remember, most of the players of Arsenal, especially the first teamers, are not yet back. And guys, stay tuned tomorrow. I'm bringing you 15 players of Arsenal that are yet to join Mikel Arteta in his preseason, including the Gabriel Jesus of this world, the Fabio Vieiras, the Marquinhos in there for you, and you never know. Raphinha would have been signed and will be part of Arsenal on Monday in there for you. So we are talking the preseason in there for you, friendly behind closed doors in there for you. So it looks like Mikel Arteta wants to really see how are my players fit. How are they fit? Have they gotten some much fitnesses in there for you? He doesn't want to go in his first game. They're playing on 12th. Is it 12th? 8th with Nuremberg, when he doesn't know who is who into this game, because it looks like he's so serious into this season. He wants to see things move positively in there for you. So here on Rokani Media Football, we'll come out and we'll let you the results from that behind closed door preseason friendly at London Conley on Saturday in there for you. But I can predict in there for you, Matt Turner will be in goal. Berlin playing as a right back. You could find Benny White, Callum Chambers, Thomas Partey in the midfield, playing with who? With Patino in there. Then you expect Edin Ketia to lead the line, Pepe to play off the right attacking side of the midfield, Reece Nelson to play off the left attacking side of the midfield. I think those are the senior players at Arsenal right now in there for you. There is Maitland-Niles will have a part, will play as a right back maybe. So we wait and see. You never know, Maitland-Niles will be played in the midfield because he likes to be played in the midfield. So we wait and see what is going to happen in there for you. But keep it Rokani Media Football, and you're going to bring you all the latest news and information as far as Arsenal is concerned. Now let's go into this big story that most of you are waiting for onto this channel. Arsenal are yet to make another bid offer, another official offer for Raphinha. Edu is worried before getting clarity on the situation from the player's agent, Deco, and he does not want to waste time in there for you. Edu has made it clear the third bid is ready for Arsenal, but he first wants to talk to the agent of Raphinha, whether Raphinha wants to come to Arsenal in there for you. Edu is fed up. He's fed up of everything that Raphinha to Chelsea, Raphinha to they had really agreed everything with Leeds in there for you, and then Chelsea came in through. Now he has set up conditions for Arsenal to put in a third bid. Raphinha has to first confirm to them that he really wants to go in and play for a side which goes by names of Arsenal. So Raphinha to Arsenal is still not off. It's still on. And the way Raphinha is going all over the news, you might think that he's Neymar, he's Kylian Mbappe, or he's Ronaldo, or Messi crossing from one side to another. My God. 3 teams, all big, financially strong, and financially stable. They are really chasing for the signature of this young man who goes by names of Raphinha. And we want to see, where is Raphinha going to end in there for you? That was Jacobs Ben. Jacobs Ben is a CBSS Sports Galazzo in there for you, a journalist at that side. That's where he works from. You might be asking, who is Jacobs Ben in there for you? Now, Team News and Ticks has come out and really told us that Arsenal are waiting to hear from Raphinha's agent Deco. Should they be told Barcelona can't sign him and the player would choose Arsenal over Chelsea, then they will make another offer to Leeds. You've heard that? It resembles exactly what I really told you about. Raphinha deal. This is Fabrizio Romano. Key hours ahead. Chelsea will have direct talks with his agent Deco today, waiting for an answer on personal terms. Both Barcelona and Arsenal trying until the end. Leeds have full agreement with Chelsea, but also depends on the player's side. So this deal, even if you come in with £1 billion, this deal is depending on Raphinha. Obviously, we all know that Raphinha wants to go to Barcelona, but Barcelona are financially lame. You get? They cannot get in the money that is wanted to get this deal done. That's it. You get? And you're going to confirm this in the next 1 or 2 minutes, because there is a tweet I'm going to open, and you guys are really going to get to know that I'm not really lying, because Barcelona is like that Fido into this race concerning money. Concerning the player's interest, Barcelona is the first fiddle. It's the first consideration for Raphinha. Raphinha wants to go that side. They already agreed a deal way back in March, and Deco had told Barcelona that this player would go for 35 million euros. When you look at 35 million euros, let me convert them here to see exactly how it looks like. 35 million euros. Aren't they like 30 million pounds? 35. All right, 30 million euros. But right now, he's going times 2. This is what is annoying Barcelona, and Leeds are there jubilating, and they are all smiles because they know we've made it. We are really holding them on ransom because they all want this player. That's what Leeds is all about. Leeds is seated in the comfort zone because they know in the comfortable zone because they know this player is wanted by 3 teams. They're fighting for themselves. The other Englishman says when 2 big elephants fight, the grass suffers. This time around, it's the elephants that are suffering, and the grass is just going on to become green. You get? Because the grass is Leeds. You get? Leeds owns the ground where they are fighting from. You get? So I will believe that Leeds are really in a very perfect position to really go ahead and milk out the best out of this deal, and they really want to go on and do that. Fabrizio Romano came out and said this evening that exclusive Barcelona contacted Leeds yesterday night to submit new bid for Raphinha following talks with Deco. But a verbal proposal does not fulfill Leeds' request yet. Leeds insist on respecting the agreement with Chelsea for £60 million. It is still open on the player side. You get? So, as I told you that, Barcelona contacted Leeds, but they really put in a bid. But let's see how much was the bid Barcelona put in. All this is being prepared by Fabrizio Romano, #1 journalist transfer. When he really brings it, just know it's always on point. Now, he has gone ahead to tell us that Barcelona proposal for Raphinha is official and written already, sent. Leeds have no intention to accept the bid as things stand. Leeds want to respect the agreement with Chelsea, still waiting for the player Deco to accept. Chelsea FC, Barcelona trying until the end. To me, I would believe that Barcelona are really going to push this until the end. They are going to push this until the end because they know that Barcelona are pushing this till the end because they know that the player wants to go to their side. And Barcelona know that they're going to get the money because they've released 10% of their rights to a company in America, because in the La Liga, it's the teams that really earn, that really get money from their TV rights, and they get off some money and they pay it to La Liga. It's not like the Premier League that the Premier League collects all that money, then they divide it through the teams. That's why the Premier League is so much strong, because almost every team can challenge the other on the field of play. You get? There is no difference in quality, a lot of quality in there. There is just slight differences in there because the other team cannot go in and bring in a player that United wants, or Man City, or Arsenal, and these teams play the Champions League. That's why you see high quality players are more on that side. But look at teams like Newcastle. They have people like Gomares in there. Bootman is there. They have players like Kylian Trippier that could go in anywhere and start in any big teams in there for you. So when you look at Barcelona, they are so much confident for this deal, being that they really know that the player wants to come and play to their side in there for you. So I don't know what you guys have to say about that, but there is something that Edu came out and said about this to show to it that Arsenal is so much into this deal. I really want to come in here and play it on your screen and see it and read it. These are Edu Gaspar's words, and we look at what the situation is. Barcelona cannot meet the rest, cannot meet the valuation of a lad who goes by names of a team which goes by names of Leeds for Raphinha. So guess what? The football director or technical director of Arsenal, known as Edu Gaspar, has gone ahead to say this. What I'm always trying to say, there are so many people working for one signing. We are working really hard. We have guys from the scouting side, analysis, data, our CFO, our legal team, our CEO on board. We have a lot of people engaging to make signings happen. Edu has really given you a word that is really going to strengthen you that this deal will happen. on one condition, that Raphinha confirms to Arsenal that if at all they're making that bid, he's going to go to Arsenal. If Raphinha convinces Arsenal that he's choosing them ahead of Chelsea, obviously Arsenal will get its bid to beat that of Chelsea to go in and really submit it there. Obviously, as things stand, Arsenal have the money. They have close to £215 million to spend. How much have I spent so far? Arsenal brought in Fabio Vieira at 38. Was it 34? 34 million euros. 30 million pounds spent on Vieira. They paid for Marquinhos at how much? 3 million pounds. That is 37. That is 33 million pounds. 33 plus 45 of Gabriel Jesus, that is almost 80 million pounds. That means Arsenal is left with 135 million pounds to spend. And out of the 7 players that Arsenal want, 4 are already in. That means Arsenal is left with 3 players to go. They want Lisandro Martinez. He's at like 40 million pounds. If at all they spend it on him, they'll be left with 95 million pounds in there for you. 95 million pounds. Pay off Raphinha 60. That means you'll be left with 35, and 35 can go in and bring in Yuri Tillemans. That's it. And that's why Arsenal is so much confident, telling Deco, please, Deco and your man Raphinha, sit down and tell us if at all you want us to come and really make it rain with money at Leeds, more than even Chelsea. Tell us that you want to come to us. Agree personal terms with us. That the moment we submit a bid and Leeds agrees it, you are coming to our side. That's the only condition Arsenal have set, because they don't want to spend most of their time into this deal. Arsenal are monitoring the situation. They've told Leeds to keep them in the know in there for you, how much Chelsea has submitted. And if at all Raphinha comes out and really tells us that, please, we want to come to your side, we're not going to Chelsea, Arsenal are really going to get the third bid, put it in there for you, and it's not going to be denied. That's what we call undeniable, undebatable bid that Arsenal is planning to submit in to a side which goes by the names of Leeds. You get? Someone will tell me that, Rokani, you've mentioned all the players that Arsenal have signed, but you've not talked about a player who goes by the names of Matana. I'm not counting the man of Matana, because Matana was signed way back in January. That means money that paid for Matana came off the January transfer budget in there for you. So that's why Arsenal is really having all this lots of money. They had close to 100 or 80 million pounds to spend in the summer. That's why they had to go in for Vlahovic, and Vlahovic snapped them and went to a side which goes by names of Juventus. That means Arsenal had that 69 with them. So because they really had 150 million pounds to spend in the summer, add on the 60, it totally tallies up to the 215 million pounds Arsenal are really having. And now as we speak, they're having close to 130. Yet they're selling off players. They've not yet even sold. Arsenal can bring in even 10 players. Arsenal has to sell Torreira. They have to sell Pablo Mari. They have to sell Maitland-Niles. They have to sell Reece Nelson. They have to sell, which other player I've seen return? There is Hector Bellerin. Hector Bellerin close to 10 million pounds, all 15, count 10. Pablo Mari, 10, that is 20 million pounds. Maitland-Niles like 20, that is 40. I'm saying 40 big. I'm saying 20 for Maitland because they're an English player. That's why I'm saying 20. English players are so much expensive. You get yet talent-wise, they're not really up to the standards in there for you. Talk about which other player they're going to sell. Pepe. I think they can get like 30. So Arsenal has players. If at all they sell them, they can really get back like 100 million pounds. So Arsenal is really going to go on hard in this market, and that's why Edu is talking with power. He's talking with power because he knows, just tell us that Raphinha wants to come to our side and is going to snap Chelsea. You'll see what you're going to do. We'll break the bank for Raphinha in there for you. So that is what Edu is saying about Raphinha in there for you and the deal, and is really putting the hearts of Arsenal supporters in one place. That we are coming in there for you, but the problem is, one, we've not yet gotten a confirmation from the players that they really want us in there for you. Let's get straight into this deal that is really putting the rival of Manchester United back, not on the field of play, but on transfers. Way back, you wouldn't hear that Arsenal is battling with Manchester United on a player. You get? Especially when it comes to money. United did spend a lot more than Arsenal. We look at players that always came in at Arsenal, they really came out on the cheap. Do you know that Arsenal signed Nicola Anelka at £500,000? You get? I can tell you players that the amount of money Arsene Wenger was paying, you will not believe it. You'll just go on and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh. People will say that, Rokani, why you bring that far-fetch way back in 1997, 1998, when they signed in a player who goes by the names of Anelka Nicholas. Why? That's a far-fetch, Rokan. However much it's a far-fetch, it's a fact that even when I'm going to rank the top shirt number 9s of Arsenal, that Gabriel Jesus has to look for and beat their numbers, I'm going to include them into my lineup. So that's not a far-fetch. A far-fetch does not exist, it provided it's not in history, but a far-fetch noted down, it's a concrete far-fetch in there for you. Sam Jadine is a football reporter for the Daily Telegraph, and Sunday Telegraph has come out and said Arsenal are hoping to move quickly in the race of Ajax defender Lisandro Martinez, who is also wanted by Manchester United. Arsenal's latest offer is understood to be worth around £35 million, raising to almost £40 million with add-ons. The real valuation of this man is £43 million. Arsenal look like they have not yet made the bid of Ajax. You get? So, but they are moving quicker to really get this race done. Lisandro Martinez is open to negotiating with both Arsenal and Manchester United for now. Arsenal's interest is more advanced. Arsenal are insisting a lot this week because Mikel Arteta is understood to be a big fan of the player. Fabrizio Romano via Court Offside. So Arsenal is advanced in this deal than Manchester United. That doesn't do me good at Manchester United, but me as a United fan who knows that the manager who is at Manchester United was managing Lisandro Martinez formerly. You get? And do you know where they got Martinez? They got him from Argentina. And they flew him to Netherlands. So that means he really has a very, very, very good relation with Erik ten Hag. And if at all United and Arsenal to go into bidding war, then I will believe that it will really be like that of Raphinha, that you've all given us the same money, but where does the player want to go? They will leave it up to the player now. I'm asking myself, if the player is to choose between Arsenal and Manchester United, where is he going to go? When you look at Manchester United, I think it's very easy for him to come in and play because he's the only left-footed defender at Manchester United. When you look at Arsenal, he also has a chance to play. One, Arsenal have no replacement for Gabriel Jesus, yet Arsenal are really going to be playing in Europe. That is over the weekend and on Thursday. You get? That's how things are really going to be happening for side which goes by names of Arsenal and Manchester United. And Arsenal has a far much advantage to convince him to come because of their shortage in defense. When you look at Manchester United, these are the central defenders they're having. Eric Bailly, Phil Jones, Tuanzebe, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, and Raphael Varane. Six central defenders. That's what Manchester United have. So I think it's hard for him to convince him to come in here and plot Manchester United that please, you're really going to come and play and get ahead of Raphael Varane, Harry Maguire, Victor Lindelof, and Eric Bailly. Even if United tell him that we are going to sell three of those, these three that are already there are really so much concrete. But the only advantage he has, he is going to be the only left-footed defender at Manchester United. When you look at Arsenal, the defenders they're having really limited. For me, I don't count Rob Holding because he does not really come into this. I'm counting W. Magalhaes, Ben White, William Saliba, and who? William Saliba. I've counted Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, William Saliba. There is Pablo Mari. I don't count him because they're going to sell him. So when he comes in, they're going to be 4 central defenders. With 4 central defenders, you can fight your way out to come in and play into that team. And secondly, Arsenal wants to loan away Nuno Tavares to a side which goes by the names of Atalanta. You get, and Olympique Marseille, one of those teams, really want the services of him. So Arsenal want to loan him away that side. That means Arsenal can easily convince him and tell him, please look at Kientien. He's an injury-prone player and he cannot play game in, game out. So you will be playing off the left back sometimes. You'll play into the central midfield. You'll play into the central defense because Gabriel Magalhaes really suffered a lot because he almost played every game and suffered injuries. So Arsenal has lots of things to offer to Lisandro Martinez than Manchester United. But there is one thing that you should know, that it's Erik ten Hag who scouted this player from Argentina and flew him to Ajax. So I think their bondage is really so much stronger than that of Mikel Arteta. So will these people that Edu talked about, that group of people that negotiate, will they give him a very good reason to join Arsenal? It's all up to Arsenal and the board of Arsenal to say how they convince this young man to go in and start playing at the side which goes by the names of Arsenal and really snap United, which is now managed by his former manager at Ajax, in there for you. When we go to the story about Lisandro Martinez, Daniel Katz, he's a sports news editor at The Sun, has come out and said Arsenal and Manchester United both believe they are front runners to sign Lisandro Martinez from Ajax. Arsenal are pushing to complete a deal but won't get drawn into a bidding war. But I don't really agree that both United and Arsenal are front runners. United have not yet even submitted a bid. They told Ajax, they told Edwin van der Sar, keep us in the know. Keep us in the know. You get? Have they even made a bid yet? Maybe a verbal bid, but not a real bid like that of Arsenal, because Arsenal has now put in its third bid for Lisandro Martinez, and they are not ready to be ashamed for the second time, because we reached a time when we knew that Raphinha to Arsenal is going to be a done deal. You get? Then Chelsea came in through, broke the door, and they really put in £55 million plus £5 million of add-ons, and the deal really shifted from the hands of Arsenal to that of Chelsea. As Chelsea was there romancing the deal, trying to convince the player, Barcelona came in with a bid that has been rejected by Leeds. So Arsenal doesn't want to find itself in the same situation again as they were. You get? So that's the reason as to why they don't want to get into the bidding war with Manchester United in there for you. But I know Arsenal are front runners. Amidst me being a United fan, 100%, I'm living up the truth. Arsenal are front runners in this deal because they've made close to 3 bids. Now, is Ajax playing the hardball? Is Arsenal poor at negotiating? Because those are the only 2 things that can really go ahead and lag a deal behind. And Arsenal want to get this as soon as possible, because tomorrow they are announcing Gabriel Jesus and they really want to announce another player next week in there for you, because they've been really doing good business, but they don't want to get ashamed again as they were ashamed on the deal of a player who goes by the names of Raphinha in there for you. Now, this is what Arsenal are really going to get into this player. He is really good and he has loads of attributes that most of you didn't know. Some of the attributes that make Lisandro Martinez attracted to Arsenal are more of Arsenal's third and latest bid for Ajax defender Lisandro Martinez. All more on Lisandro Martinez. This is why Arsenal really is so much interested in him. He made 13.4 passes in the final third per 90 in the league last season, a number only bested by Trent Alexander-Arnold and Darry Blind for defenders. In the final third, the final third is that area nearing the 18 box area of the opponent. Remember, he is a central defender, making 13.4 passes into the final third per 90. Every game, he averages 13 passes in the final third of the opponent. This is why the battle is up. This is why the battle is up. Ask yourself, if you support Arsenal, how many passes does Gabriel Magalhaes make in the final third per 90? Does he even make 3 or 4? Ben White, does he make 5? So this is the reason as to why Mikel Arteta wants to come in and really get this player, because he knows he adds a lot to his way of playing. He knows that a team like Arsenal has most of the ball with it. And it's always good to be having a player like Lisandro Martinez in there for you, because he will come in and add a lot to your team. That's why Mikel Arteta is so much urging for Edu not to lose out on this deal like that of Raphinha in there for you. Feel free to go into the comment section. Tell me your reactions onto these stories that we talked about. The youngster of Arsenal that has really left Arsenal and went to Sunderland. The game of Arsenal they are playing behind doors. You know that very well. They are playing Ipswich Town, coached by the former United assistant manager, that is McKenna. I remember very well. He left after Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was sacked. Talk about Raphinha deal. You get Arsenal preparing the third bid for Raphinha, and Ed really strengthening Arsenal fans and their hearts that please, if Raphinha confirms to us that it's going to come to us, we will go in and outbid Chelsea. That's what he's saying. Fourthly, Lisandro Martinez to Arsenal looks like it's on and it's really cooking hot, and we are really waiting in here for you to see where Lisandro Martinez is going to be gone in there for you. By the way, for Lisandro Martinez, I expected to get a final answer by yesterday night, but the deal is still lagging. It looks like Ajax are really trying to go or to create a bidding war between Manchester United and Arsenal, but these teams are too wise. They're saying, no way, you are not really taking us into the bidding war, because we know that it will be benefiting you and don't be benefiting us. You get, and United are so much strict on its money, because for the previous times, United have been taken for granted and run for ransom of certain players, something that United won't want to go in and face. For Arsenal, they are watching their steps closely, but they want the player, and United want the player in there. For you go by the names of Rokani David, I think we're really going to come back with one more story at exactly midnight or 1 hour past midnight. So guys, feel free to go and tell me what you think about these stories that are really brought to you at this juncture. I sign out for now. See you later. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.